Hello, this is Dr. Deb Watry, and I'm welcoming you to our class, EDL 785. Excited to have you in this class, and let's get started. I am a real person, and this is my email if you'd like to get a hold of me. If you have questions about the class or assignments, do make sure you do email me up. I'll be checking more than once a day to make sure I answer any questions. And if that's not working, there's my personal email, and of course, there's my phone number. There's a picture of the text that we're using. I know if some of you don't have the text right when the class starts, I do have a PDF file of chapters 1 and 2 in the course shell. So that should get you enough time, a week or 2 weeks before we actually get into the meat of the class, so you'll have time and opportunity to keep right up with the class. So as we take a look at it, the first thing you'll see is the syllabus, which lays out what we'll be doing in the class and the point value, and explain a connection with the administrative standards. You will have a schedule in there, and I'll go over that in just a minute. The assignment folder holds all of the assignments, and I'll be reviewing that with you. And then lastly, I put in some student samples. For example, what does a good journal look like? What does a good article analysis look like? So the student samples are for you to kind of see, are your assignments lining up, and what should it look like? So taking a look at our schedule, I'm not going to go over the whole schedule. You'll see that it's aligned by week, that the day the week starts. Most of the assignments will be due on the Sunday. Some discussions by Thursday, I think article reviews. It will tell you in the, when we take a look at the weekly schedule, when things are due. We'll basically be covering a chapter a week, and with every chapter you'll be doing a journal entry. And in the assignment folder, the journal entry, what you'll need to do is describe for you. We have 2 articles a week, and again, take a look at reading those articles because you do article review as part of this coursework. So pay attention to what you need to do there. There are about 5 discussions. That's actually the time that we're going to be spending some time together, but you will be posting at your convenience a time available for you. It's not a time that we need to meet at a set time. So the discussions will be opened up a week before you have to post. So if you would open up discussion 1, it won't be in there right now. So as the class progresses, the discussions will appear. All of the assignments are open now for your journals, your articles, your case reviews. Those assignments are open. So you can go ahead and work ahead. Except for the discussions, they'll occur during that week, but you can go ahead and take care of some of these assignments in a schedule that's going to meet you. It's the discussion where we're interacting with the other classmates and on different topics that deal with those chapters. So do pay attention if you're taking a vacation or there's a time where you want to make sure you have a little break, that you post those items ahead of time, because they are due that week, but you can certainly work ahead, and the discussions will occur during that week. So in the assignment folder, you'll be doing an article review. You'll do a case brief analysis, and you'll use the form to do that case brief analysis. The double entry journal is explained, and then there's a form that you use for that. There's an assignment folder that describes the online discussion, and last, your research project. Take a look at all the assignments so you have a good understanding, and if you have any questions, do let me know, and we'll try to clarify that for you as we progress in this class. I took another slide shot from the beginning of the course, and Essex has some very definite and positive resources. So one for each chapter, I've put the PowerPoint for that week, but he does have a chapter outline and some discussion questions. I wanted to point out the red arrow. When you're doing your case studies, you're going to have to use the Marion Library. And the document that it says Finding Nexus Uni in Marion Library is for you. It's a walkthrough on how to get to this resource in the library, how to look up cases, because in the case study you'll be reviewing 6 actual cases. The Justia Law resource is if you wanted to look up what is the state statute, for example, on required hours. Or what's the state statute on reporting sex offenders in the school. So that is the resource that would line you up right with the state statutes. And the last one, the Cornell University law cases, are historic Supreme Court cases. They're rather lengthy. So if I was wanting to look up one on search and seizure in a school district, and that went all the way to the Supreme Court, if I would find that case and read through it, it'd be a very lengthy, maybe 20-page case, but might be interesting, but just that resource for you so that you know it's there. You do want to pay attention for the Nexus Uni in the Marion Library to do your case brief assignment. Every week there'll be a list of what you need to do for that week. So this is your first week. You want to review the assignment folder and watch the video, which hopefully you're doing right now. You have 1 chapter to read and then a journal to post, an introduction to post about yourself, and then you start working on the case studies. You have 1 article. There's articles to read and do that assignment. And then in every class, and I'll show you just a second in a screenshot, I have put some additional resources to support you, to give you some more background information. So this would be the essence of what a week would look like. The chapter, the ethics chapter, I only have a PDF file of chapters 1 and 2 in case you don't have the text yet, and the chapter PowerPoint. So that'll always be first. There are the articles for the week. And then you can see where it says additional resources. So the first chapter deals with understanding the court system. How does it work in the United States? So there's a little 2 different videos I put in there about understanding the court system in the United States. Of course, if you're a principal or an administrator, you may be called to court. And you do want to understand how does a law become a law, and how does that court system work in the United States. So your weekly assignments will always be the last thing that takes place in the weekly listings. And in this first week, you're going to do that introduction of yourself. And please do interact with the other members in the class. And you will have a journal that's due for chapter 1. And that you can see the due date, and that is due May 17th. So every week is laid out in this fashion, where you'll have the chapter reading, the articles, additional resources, and again, you may use those additional resources when we do the discussion, but it's really to add more depth and meaning to that chapter that it's associated with. And then the last thing for the week will be what will be due. And again, remember, you can work ahead on the journals. The little green box means that that's a discussion. The blue box with an arrow means that that's an assignment. That's where you post an assignment. So this is an important class, probably one of the more favorite ones that I like to teach. I always encourage students to keep the textbook because it's something that you refer back to when you have questions about backgrounds of law. But we can't run a school district efficiently. You can't be a good administrator without knowing the basis of the law. Without knowing that law, and you make a statement about this is what our policy is, this helps explain a lot of the school policies and the policies that you would use in running a district or in special education or as far as curriculum. There's actually even laws and state statutes about curriculum. So I hope you enjoy the class. I'm going to be excited about working with you. And I look forward to the summer, and I know it's going to go very quickly. So good luck to you.